Hey, checking in today with an update, and it's been a really long, busy, but again, very rewarding day delivering the day two session resilience workshop to another group at over here in Stevenage. This time they were all graduates and in their first year of placement, and so that kind of changed the dynamic slightly, given that last week was primarily apprentices with a couple of graduates. I think tomorrow is all grads, except for one or two apprentices who couldn't make it last week. And again, just different conversations. I felt much more sort of measured and well paced, having done the work that I did over the last few days on the lesson plans and having a much kind of tighter grip on the flow. So that definitely paid dividends. Still a couple of things there where the exercises, I just felt like I needed to let people have a bit more time to do some of the work and to really think about this and have some of the conversations. And then when we were doing the bringing it back and discussing some of the things that they've been talking about, I'd with my timings, I think I'd underestimated how long to put in for that. So a couple more adjustments really need to be made. There's probably bits in there that I don't need to be explaining as much as I am. There's probably bits and areas where I'm not kind of adding to it by some of the things that I'm saying and some of the things I'm going into, probably repeating a few bits as well. So I think going back over it again between now and tomorrow, it'll happen. I'm staying over in Stevenage because there's snow forecast tomorrow. So I just stayed in a hotel here, which means I've got a bit more time in the morning because I don't have to be there till about 8:15. And instead of leaving at 6:30 in the morning, I can lie in and do a bit more work on the laptop prior to the session. So just going to make a few more tweaks, I think. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the way it's going. I had some good feedback as well. Actually, one of the guys on the course today, was very complimentary about me and my presenting. So they do an even better if. So here are the good things that we thought, and here are some even better if things, and they always do that at the end of all the kind of workshops and trainings that they do. And one of the guys said, kind of mentioned how engaging he thought the sessions were. He said it's not an easy thing to do given the depth of the content. It's quite heavy going, some of it, and to actually keep the whole group of about 19 of them, I think today, engaged for the full 8 hours, which is 7 hours, which is what it was. Started at 9, finished at about 4:45. He thought that was good, so that was kind of useful for me to get that sort of feedback. And there's some other things in there as well, things that I can kind of work on. Somebody mentioned about one thing, which was it's kind of basically about how nutrition fits into the whole thing around performance. And though I had mentioned, and I thought I'd teed it up as being something around performance, clearly it didn't land with everybody like that. So that was a good point for me to take on. And look at how I can explain that a little bit more directly to make sure everybody really gets and understands how this stuff, the self-care stuff I talk about at the end, really connects with the other messages that I'm sharing during the day. So some useful stuff there as well. Basically, it went well. Everyone was happy from what I saw. There were a few bits there that I'm looking at thinking, right, I definitely need to brush up on that. I need to do that a little bit differently, a little bit better. And there was some good positive feedback as well. So a useful day. As I said, rewarding, just tiring. And I'm glad I didn't have to drive back. Even that means missing Toastmasters tonight. Well, I was meant to be doing an evaluation, but it couldn't be helped. If it snows tomorrow, then I'd have been screwed because I wouldn't have been able to it would have been a pain to get back here. So anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.